Gold, the radiant metal that has bewitched humanity for centuries, a symbol of wealth, power, and unending glory. But have you ever wondered if too much of a good thing could bring sorrow? Today we delve into Nathaniel Hawthorne's timeless tale, The Golden Touch, where the glittering dreams of one man become his greatest nightmare. Let me take you back to a time long, long ago, to the kingdom of a man named King Midas. Midas was no ordinary man. He was fabulously wealthy, a king with treasures that could dazzle the eyes of anyone who saw them. But as rich as Midas was, it was never enough. This king had one true love besides gold, his daughter, Marigold. A cheerful, kind-hearted girl who loved the simple joys of life. Marigold adored picking flowers, playing in the sunshine, and listening to the songs of birds. Her laughter filled the palace like music. But for King Midas, the sweetest music was something else entirely. The sound of gold coins clinking against each other. Oh, how he loved his gold! Every evening, as the golden sun dipped below the horizon, Midas would stand on his palace balcony and dream. If only the sunlight could turn everything it touched into gold. Even the yellow flowers Marigold brought to him seemed like a missed opportunity. If they were real gold, he'd say with a sigh, they would be worth picking. But his obsession didn't stop there. Beneath the palace lay a secret treasure room, hidden from everyone, even Marigold. This was Midas's sanctuary, where he kept his gold bars, coins, plates, and cups. He would sit for hours, running his fingers over the smooth, cold metal, feeling a strange kind of joy. Yet, deep in his heart, something was missing. One morning, as Midas admired his treasure, something extraordinary happened. A beam of sunlight entered the room, brighter than he had ever seen before. As he shielded his eyes, he noticed a figure standing in the light, a stranger, smiling at him. Midas was startled. He had locked himself in the room, as always. Who was this man? The stranger's calm demeanor and radiant presence told Midas he was no ordinary visitor. "You seem to be a very rich man," the stranger said, his eyes glancing at the piles of gold. Midas puffed up with pride. "Indeed, but it has taken me a long time to gather all this," he replied. "If only I had more time, I could collect even more." The stranger raised an eyebrow. "You mean you're not satisfied? What more could you possibly want?" Midas hesitated. This was his chance, his golden opportunity, quite literally. He chose his words carefully. "I wish," he said slowly, "for everything I touch to turn into gold." The stranger's smile faded. "Are you certain? Think carefully. The golden touch is a powerful gift, but it may not bring you the happiness you seek." Midas laughed, brushing off the warning. "How could I regret such a thing? It would make me the happiest man in the world." The stranger nodded. "Very well," he said. "At sunrise tomorrow, your wish shall be granted." And just like that, he vanished, leaving Midas alone with his dreams of endless riches. The next morning, as the first rays of sunlight filled the palace, Midas awoke with excitement. Could it be true? Was he truly gifted with the golden touch? To test it, he reached for the first thing he saw, a chair by his bed. The moment his fingers brushed against it, the chair transformed into solid gold. Midas laughed with glee. It was real. He touched the curtains, the table, and even the bedpost. All of them turned to gold. He rushed into the garden, touching flowers, trees, and even the stones on the path. His entire kingdom was glowing with gold. But then, as he admired his work, Marigold ran to him, holding her favorite rose. "Look, father," she cried, "isn't it beautiful?" Without thinking, Midas touched the rose. To Marigold's shock, the delicate flower turned into a hard golden sculpture. She gasped. "Father, what have you done? It's ruined!" But Midas wasn't listening. He was too consumed by his power. "Don't worry, my dear," he said, smiling. "Gold is far more beautiful than any flower." Marigold didn't understand. She clutched the golden rose, tears welling in her eyes. Later that day, Midas sat down for a feast. He reached for a loaf of bread, but the moment he touched it, it turned to gold. He grabbed a grape, and it too became solid metal. Panic set in. How was he supposed to eat? Just then, Marigold ran to comfort him, throwing her arms around his waist. But as she did, her small body stiffened and grew cold. Midas looked down in horror. His beloved daughter had turned into a golden statue. "No!" he cried, his heart breaking. He tried to hold her, but her golden form was lifeless, cold, and unyielding. In that moment, Midas realized the terrible cost of his greed. Desperate, he ran back to the treasure room, calling out to the stranger, Please, he begged, take back this curse. I was wrong. Gold means nothing without my daughter. The stranger appeared once more, his face stern but not unkind. Do you truly regret your Midas? He asked. With all my heart, Midas sobbed. I would give up all my gold to bring her back. The stranger nodded. Very well. Go to the river at the edge of your kingdom, wash your hands in its waters, and the golden touch will be lifted. Midas didn't waste a moment. He ran to the river, plunged his hands into the cool water, and felt the curse leave his body. When he returned to the palace, Marigold was alive, her warm arms wrapping around him in a tight hug. From that day on, King Midas learned to value the simple joys of life. He no longer cared for gold, finding true happiness in his daughter's laughter, the beauty of his garden, and the love of his people. And so, dear listener, the tale of King Midas reminds us of a timeless truth. Greed blinds us to what truly matters. For in the pursuit of gold, we often lose sight of the treasures already in our grasp. Feel free to practice this story.